Jackson Pollock, the trailblazer of abstract expressionism, redefined the landscape of modern art with his innovative methods and intense emotional depth. His work bridged the gap between American art and European modernism, setting a new global standard for creativity and originality. Pollock's dynamic personality and radical artistic approach not only made him a cultural icon, but also cemented his legacy as one of the most influential painters of the 20th century. Early life Jackson Pollock was born on January 28, 1912 in Cody, Wyoming, as the youngest of 5 brothers. His family frequently moved across Arizona and California due to his father Leroy Pollock's work as a farmer and land surveyor. These moves exposed young Pollock to the vast, rugged landscapes of the American West and the rich culture of Native American tribes. During his father's surveying trips, Pollock encountered Native American art, particularly sand painting and ceremonial designs. While he never explicitly imitated this style, Pollock admitted that these early exposures likely shaped his artistic instincts. His turbulent childhood and family dynamics also influenced the emotionally charged and often chaotic energy that later defined his work. Learning from Benton. In 1929, Pollock moved to New York City to study at the Students' League under Thomas Hart Benton, a prominent regionalist painter. Benton's focus on movement and dynamic composition deeply influenced Pollock's early work. Pollock admired Benton's ability to narrate stories through art, a skill he would later adapt in his own abstract and symbolic way. Pollock's time under Benton's mentorship coincided with the rise of the Mexican muralist movement. Artists like Diego Rivera, José Clemente Orozco, and David Alfaro Siqueiros inspired Pollock with their bold, large-scale works. These influences helped Pollock develop a sense of scale and drama that became central to his later masterpieces. Impact of Picasso. A pivotal moment in Pollock's artistic journey came in 1939 when the Museum of Modern Art in New York exhibited Picasso 40 years of his art. The exhibit showcased over 300 works, including Picasso's iconic anti-war mural Guernica. Pollock was captivated by Picasso's fearless exploration of form, symbolism, and abstraction. This exposure marked a turning point in Pollock's career. While he had previously focused on regionalism and surrealism, he began to incorporate semi-abstract and totemic imagery into his work. These experiments laid the foundation for his eventual break from traditional forms and his embrace of pure abstraction. Emergence of Abstract Expressionism. The aftermath of World War II saw the rise of Abstract Expressionism, a movement born from the anxieties and uncertainties of the modern world. Centered in New York City, it became the first American art movement to gain international acclaim. Jackson Pollock emerged as its leading figure, channeling the existential concerns of the era into his groundbreaking works. Pollock's art reflected the chaos and vulnerability of human existence. His pieces were not just paintings, but visceral experiences that conveyed the raw emotions of modern life. This new approach to art emphasized the process as much as the finished product, challenging the conventions of traditional painting. The drip technique. By the mid-1940s, Pollock introduced his revolutionary drip technique, which forever changed the course of modern art. Unlike traditional methods, Pollock laid his canvases flat on the floor or against a wall. He would then drip, pour, or splatter paint onto the surface using tools like sticks, trowels, and even his hands. This approach allowed Pollock to physically engage with his work, making the act of painting a dynamic performance. The randomness of the drips and splashes created intricate layers of texture and movement, capturing the energy and spontaneity of his creative process. His statement, "The painting has a life of its own," I Try to Let It Come Through encapsulated this philosophy. The all-over style, Pollock's all-over style, rejected traditional focal points and composition. His works featured a continuous web of paint that extended across the entire canvas, creating a sense of infinite depth and complexity. This technique emphasized the unity of the artwork as a whole rather than drawing attention to specific elements. In this style, the size of the canvas became irrelevant. Pollock often trimmed or cropped his works to achieve the desired visual balance, further highlighting his disregard for conventional boundaries. The all-over style became one of Pollock's defining contributions to modern art. Fame and media attention, Pollock's radical methods and enigmatic persona quickly attracted public attention. In 1949, Life magazine featured him in an article titled "Jackson Pollock, Is He the Greatest Living Painter in the United States?" The piece alternated between admiration and skepticism, reflecting the polarizing nature of his work. The media frenzy elevated Pollock to celebrity status, making him a symbol of avant-garde art. Fashion magazines like Vogue even used his paintings as backdrops for photo shoots, blending high art with popular culture. However, Pollock himself struggled with the pressures of fame, often questioning the direction and reception of his art. Evolution of style. In the early 1950s, Pollock shifted away from his drip technique, exploring darker themes and more subdued colors. This period, known as his black pourings, featured works created on unprimed canvases using black paint. Later, Pollock revisited color and figurative elements, creating works that combined his earlier abstract style with newfound depth. This phase reflected his continuous search for meaning and innovation in his art. Personal struggles. Despite his professional success, Pollock's personal life was marked by turmoil. He struggled with alcoholism, which often strained his relationships and disrupted his work. His marriage to artist Lee Krasner was both a source of support and tension, as Krasner balanced her own career with managing Pollock's volatile behavior. His battles with addiction and self-doubt added a layer of complexity to his already intense persona, making him a tragic, yet compelling figure in the art world. Tragic end. On August 11, 1956, Pollock died in a car accident at the age of 44. The crash occurred near his home in Springs, New York, and claimed the life of one of his passengers. Pollock's sudden death shocked the art community and marked the end of a brief but extraordinary career. Like many artists who died young, Pollock's untimely demise contributed to his mythic status. His life and work became a symbol of the tortured genius, forever linking his artistic achievements to his personal struggles. Legacy. Jackson Pollock's influence on modern art cannot be overstated. His innovative techniques and bold defiance of convention paved the way for future generations of artists. By emphasizing the process of creation, Pollock inspired movements like action painting and color-field painting, reshaping the possibilities of artistic expression. Pollock's work also elevated abstract expressionism as a global movement, positioning New York as the new epicenter of modern art. His contemporaries, including Willem de Kooning, Mark Rothko, and Barnett Newman, benefited from the attention Pollock's groundbreaking achievements brought to the movement. If you enjoyed this journey into the life and legacy of Jackson Pollock, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who love art as much as you do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories about iconic figures who shaped our world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.